All right, guys, it is early on this beautiful, crisp Saturday fall morning, and we have mulch work to do. Hey guys, it's your girl Kiki Soto here. Welcome back to Urban Girl Gardening. Try it. All right, guys, we are mulching today. We are mulching our garlic beds. That nice streak of warm weather is over, and it is time to finalize our amendments to our gardens for winter. So, mulch. What is mulch? Mulch is basically a layering of your choice of any organic matter that is used to provide warmth, a nice barrier between the elements, a nice even temperature to your soil, your garlic beds. What can be used for mulch? Well, any organic material can barely be used for mulch. Like if you look around right now, I have lots of leaves still in my yard, and if I had a lawnmower with the bag attachment, I would be using leaves as mulch, but instead I am going to be using my leaves to continuously fill my compost bin. You could also use grass clippings. Grass clippings are a great way to mulch and add nitrogen to your soil. But you want to make sure that they're your grass clippings. That way you know what chemicals you may have used to treat your grass. You won't have any random seeds from weeds that aren't in your area. Use pine needles. You can use pine needles for mulch. You can use straw. Some people use hay. I don't recommend it unless it's treated, because it will have weed seeds, and you don't want to add weeds to your garden, because that's another benefit of mulching. Mulching helps compress the weeds. You can also use wood chips, wood shavings, which is kind of sort of what I'm going to be using. So let me show you guys what I will be using. I am using pine bedding and red cedar bedding. It's just wood shavings, guys. And some people may be worried about the cedar and the pine adding acidity to your soil. And yes, that would be a problem if I didn't already have great fertilizer and soil amendments in my soil already. It'll essentially just balance itself out. I have mushroom compost, I have cow manure, I have food scraps, I have granulated fertilizers. There's all types of things that my soil has been amended with. So one season, a few months of having this breakdown through winter over my beds is not going to hurt it at all. Okay, so I'm going to mix the two right here in my bucket. I'm going to go in with my wood chips. Shavings. And guys, this is just the regular cedar or pine shavings that you get from the pet store, or that they use in stables for the animals. It's just the bedding. It's not going to hurt it. It's all natural. I'm going to combine the two. I want a nice thickness, consistency. And mulching is very necessary if you have harsh winters like we do here in Zone 5B, upstate New York. If you have an issue with weeds, you want to mulch. Just going to mix this right in. Here we go. So this is one of my garlic beds. This was planted the last weekend in September. I actually think it was September 29th. And as you can see, the roots are healthy. It has sprouted quite a bit. But that is okay. If your garlic has sprouted, it just means that you have great root establishment and your harvest will still be fine come next spring or summer. They might actually come out earlier and they'll definitely come out pretty large. So don't worry about that. So I am just going to start mulching. And you basically just want to put a nice, I would say 3-inch layer. A nice 3-inch layer over your bed. I do have a few leaves scattered around in this bed, but I'm going to leave them. I'm not going to take them out. I took out the excess already. Took out the excess leaves because you don't want leaf mold forming in your bed. You don't want all that bacteria. You don't want animals laying their larvae in the leaf mold. I mean insects. And it's really just that simple, guys. So these bags of pine and cedar bedding were about, how much, babe? My husband's out here raking as I do this. How much were these bags?
Like $14.
Altogether, right?
No, I guess 28, like 14 each.
Okay, so $14 a piece, $28 for 2 large, let's see, usable volume 5 cubic feet. So that's a good amount. Like, I'm already almost done with this bed. I have another bed that I'm going to do, and I'm not even halfway through either of the bags. So 28 bucks, small investment. Don't be cheap with your mulch. Put it down, put a nice thick layer. Now remember, if you're going to use this option, make sure that you have the other soil amendments on hand. Make sure you're using a really good compost because you don't want your soil to be too acidic. Like I said, I'm not worried about it because I compost, I fertilize. My soil is very well balanced out. Okay, so that's this one. See all my garlic and little kale sprouts. They're all covered. One bed down, one to go. Okay, so this bed here, this bed has garlic. It also has radishes and a few kale pieces in here. This garlic was planted late. You can see the little sprouts there. That's all I need to see. You can see some more here. That's all I need to see to know and be assured that the roots have established. So I am going to mulch this bed. There's some leaves, but like I said, I'm not worried about a few leaves. I'm worried about like a pile of leaves like this. We don't want that kind of bacteria to be inserted into our gardens until it's broken down completely already and we've added all our other amendments in our compost. So I'm going to go ahead and start mulching this bed. Okay, so I'm going to sprinkle a little more of my mulch over the top, and then I'll show you the next step. All right, so the final step. We're all mulched here. Take you over to the first bed. We're all mulched here. The last thing, well, second to last thing that I'm going to be doing is adding some blood meal right over the top. This is my animal repellent. I'm going to sprinkle this over the top, and like I said, your amendments help balance the acidity from your wood chips. So I am going to add the blood meal. This is nitrogen, pure nitrogen. I'm going to sprinkle this right over the top. I'm going to take this same netting and I'm going to place it right over the top and then weigh it down, or maybe I'll stake it down with these stakes I already have here. Pull the stakes out, lay the wiring over, and then stake it back down over it. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I'm going to add the blood meal over in the first bed, and I'll be right back. All right, so we're mulched. We have netting over the mulch, and I staked the netting in. So we are good to go. And guys, mulching in the wintertime is very, very important, especially if you have your garlic, your onions, anything else depending on your zone that you may be growing, that it might get a little cool. The weather might be warm or mild during the day and then cold at night. You want to put down your mulch. So we're mulching for protective temperature barrier. We're mulching to push down weeds. We're mulching to add another nice layer of compost to our soil because it's all going to break down. There's plenty of great reasons to mulch, and you have so many different choices. Just get out there and do it. Get it over with. It doesn't take that long. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you. Don't forget, like, subscribe, comment, let's chat. You have any suggestions, anything you want to talk about, let me know. Go over to my Facebook group, Urban Girl Gardening, and join us. We have fun over there. Follow me on Instagram at Urban Girl Gardening. And yeah, learn with me, grow with me. Thank you for being here.